So to finish out the day of our virtual log show, I'm going to go ahead and fire everything up, and we're going to use the AM Machinery log loader trailer as a forwarding device to go from, move the logs from the pile to the live deck, and then we'll go ahead and fire up the processor, the cleaner, and the conveyor, and put some firewood in the bag. Stay tuned. Go ahead and get everything loaded up here. We are moving the log loader without anything being attached to it, so we're doing a full pivot. Got a nice piece of black birch here. Bring it out and drop it down the log table, so we'll do the infeed. Wasn't exactly the smoothest run there, but I was worried about hitting one of my cameras. Alright, down here where my hand is, this is the conveyor control. We'll get that turned on. This will be the wedge up and down. We'll get that set for height. This is going to be the infeed. Of course, nothing ever goes smooth when you want it to. Cycle some of these big pieces back through because we do sell our firewood as a retail product, so everybody likes stuff nice and small. just like that, that's how we run it. Now that we turned those 2 logs into firewood and filled our NNZ log lift firewood bag, I just want to take a minute quick and talk about the trailers. We do everything from the small ones that you pull with your ATV to ag style trailers, a mono beam, a dual beam. Then we get into the open road style trailers. It's a skeleton frame with the bunks on it. And then we get into the deck over dump trailers like what I have here. So whatever your need is, please give us a phone call. Allow us to work with you and build a sales quote. We have like a common platform that we start everything on, then every customer has unique needs, and then we kind of build that into each sales quote. If you saw the video from earlier in the week, we did that one with the hydraulic lift gate on it. They had never done anything like that before. We just had an older gentleman that just was tired of pulling out ramps, so we sat down with some scratch sheets of paper, figured it out, emailed it up to AM Machinery, and they built it for us. So I'm gonna say, if you can dream it, we can build it. Then when it comes to the brute force machines. This is the 1624. There is only one smaller, that's the 1424. Then we go into the 1824 gas, then the diesel, a 2424, a 2430, and finally end up at the big circle saw machine. And that one's pretty spectacular. We did some video from that last year when we were up at Boonville shredding firewood through a 16-way box wedge. The disc cleaner is kind of new to their lineup within the last year or so. And then the radius axle stacking conveyors are pretty awesome. The radius axle is standard. Please allow us to get you a sales quote on anything that you see up here at the woodlot. And now we're going to move on over to the other side where the Halversons are set up and make some more sawdust fly over there. Stay tuned. All right, one more thing before I fire up the skid steer and the toolcat with the Halversons on it. These are the log lift bags from NNZ, and just wanted to do a quick little piece on them. The mosquito netting on these log lift bags are really nice. It's a real showy piece for doing retail firewood sales. If you have them sitting out like at a landscape center or something, the customer can really walk up to the bag, look and see what's in there, whether there's big pieces, small pieces, all that kind of different stuff. Nothing's really being hidden underneath with some really pretty stuff on top. If you've been in the firewood game for long, you know that handling and rehandling again just makes firewood more expensive and time consuming. With these bags, it literally goes from the processor, across the cleaner, up the conveyor, into here. We are one and done. Come in with the forks and then it goes over into the drying area. It's pretty much full sun all day long, a good breeze going by, and this gives you that 24 inches worth of seasoning penetration the whole way around. You won't have any moldy wood on the inside like you do in a bulk pile. We have tried everything from bulk piles to IBC totes to making pallet ricks, and everything is expensive. You buy those IBC totes, they're 20 bucks a piece. We tried making the pallet ricks. They worked out to about $15 a piece, and then it still takes time to load them. That being said, we do charge about $17.50 for these bags in small quantities, plus a little bit of shipping charge, whatever UPS or FedEx charges me to get it to your door. Now, the only thing that we do differently is if you order a whole pallet of these, they're $16 a piece, and it's free shipping. So that's the best deal out there. If you need a bunch of bags in a hurry, just order up the pallet and we'll ship it to your door for free, or you can come up here and grab them. We can work a deal out, or we'll just put them in a box and ship them with a tracking number to it. So again, this is the log lift bag from NNZ, and now we're going to go over and fire up the skid steer and the toolcat and make some sawdust fly off the Halversons. Alrighty, over here on the Halverson section of the woodlot, we have our S300 Bobcat hooked up to the Halverson HWP 140B. And what we took out of the pile was an 18-inch piece of white oak, an 11-inch piece of maple, and a 9-inch piece of maple. We're going to run those through on the 120 unit, but this larger 18-inch piece, we're going to go ahead and use this 140 to make this into firewood. Now, what you'll see in the video, I'm going to go ahead and take this table and close it all the way to the splitter wedge. That'll simulate the end of the split. So when the log is up on here, I'll hit the back button. It'll retract back to the set 16 inches on the log length cut guide. At that point, I'll drop the grabber arm, and then the table, when you see it go backwards, is going back on its own. That's the only automated feature on this 140 machine, is the auto return, you know, once you've tripped the cut length guide piece to it. So let's get things fired up and we'll take it from there. wheels here. And what we're going to do is back this up to about there. That should be somewhat the 16-inch mark. Just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch us on this virtual Firewood Expo that we're putting on today. And just as a moment of review, the first thing we had fired up was the AM machinery log loader trailer with that AM 190 loader arm that was forwarding the logs from the pile to the deck of the brute force. 1624 with the extended frame. That then dumped into the disc cleaner to tumble all the firewood across and knock off the loose bits and pieces. That dumped into the 25-foot radius axle stacking conveyor that helped fill our NNZ log lift firewood bags that are a third of a cord. again, I want to say thank you for today. I am AJ Shaver, and if we can ever get you a sales quote, please don't hesitate to call. It's 833-SPLITTER. That's 833-775-4887. Or you can email us, sales@shaverequipment.com. We're happy to get you a sales quote. We do ship nationwide and allow us to earn that business. And thank you for watching. We hope to see you next time.